Hello chess lovers! 2019 Côte d'Ivoire Rapid Blitz is over and the reigning world chess champion Magnus Carlsen is the winner. I have to tell you that Carlsen won every single tournament he played in this year. Former world chess champion Garry Kasparov congratulated Carlsen in Twitter. Here is what he wrote. Congrats to Magnus. If he is usually as unstoppable as a tank, in speed chess he is a tank with a Ferrari engine. In this video, I would like to share with you a game played by Magnus Carlsen in round 19 against Bassem Amin. This was a blitz game and Carlsen opened up with e4. Bassem Amin responded with e5, knight f3, knight c6 and with bishop b5. Carlsen goes for Ruy Lopez a6, Morphy defense bishop a4, knight f6, white castles kingside, bishop e7. Black is choosing the closed variations rook e1 b5, bishop b3 d6, c3, black castles kingside, h3, knight b8. These are well analyzed positions and require huge theoretical knowledge. Bishop c2, rook e8, knight f1, bishop f8. Black's dark squared bishop is hurrying to safeguard the kingside, knight g3, g6, bishop g5, h6. These are lines which Magnus Carlsen himself is playing a lot with the black pieces, bishop d2, e takes d4, c takes d4, c5, d5, bishop g7, bishop f4 and queen e7. Not the best continuation. In here playing knight b6 or queen b6 is a better choice, but in our game we have queen e7. It's not like that this is a bad move, but later in some lines Black can face some problems when white will go for e5 thrust. a4 by Carlsen, knight b6, b3, b takes a4, while playing knight d7, opening up the bishop's diagonal, and then b4 looks more promising for black, but in our game we have b takes a4, b takes a4, a5, rook b1, and now it's white rook who is occupying the b file, knight d7, queen c1, king h7, and this time we have h4. Carlsen wants to go for h5, thus trying to create more weaknesses in black's kingside. Bishop a6, h5, knight c4 and knight f1. Not the best continuation. In here Carlsen is missing a very beautiful line. He could capture on g6 and then move his knight not backward but forward. Knight f5 is a very powerful move, after which Black's position goes down very quickly. Now the queen is hanging. If queen f7, then f6 discover check is coming, and yes, once white is breaking into pieces black's kingside, black won't manage to save this position. In here black can go for this trick, can remove white's attacking piece, but all in all black's position is totally lost. Let's go back, but as mentioned above, Carlsen missed his chance and played knight f1, rook b8. In here we have the exchange of rooks on b8, bishop d3, rook b4. Black got some counterplay on the queen side, knight h2. Meanwhile Carlsen is maneuvering and rook takes a4, which is a mistake. So far so good, though white had a preferable position. Black was still holding, but this rook takes a4 is a mistake. Instead it was better to play bishop b2 and then bishop c3. In this case black is managing to break the harmony of white pieces. But in our game, after knight h2 we have rook takes a4, and once black is getting an unprotected piece on a4, black steps into a deadly combination. Here Carlsen captured on g6 and after f takes g6 played e5. Opened up the light squared bishop's diagonal. Knight takes e5 and with bishop takes g6 check. Now if king takes g6, then queen c2 check is coming, and once black is losing his rook, there is not much black can do. In here, understanding that his position is hopeless, Bassem Amin decided to give away his queen and get two bishops against the queen, but even this didn't help him. He soon resigned after queen c6, knight e2 check, king h1. Finally, yes, we have a resignation. Black is suffering heavy losses. black will also lose this bishop, yes, and it's over. In the end, as usual, a chess puzzle for you. Please take a look at this position and try to find the winning line for white. I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Consider checking them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care.